Hello, I'm Jack, and this is what happened in November 2023. Now, November is the month of Thomas's birthday, but it's also the month in which all the leaves on the trees turn colour. So we started off the month at the Trout in Oxford, down by the river, and I think you can see that a lot of the trees had lost all of their leaves, but a lot of the other ones hadn't lost any at all. As you get through the month, the colours change. This is at our back garden, the hornbeam tree, and then on to Western Burt Arboretum to see what they've got to offer, a bit late after a winter storm.
Western Burts. Here we are, beautiful autumn colours.
The real hero were these larches. I didn't realise that larches were deciduous fir trees. Still a bit of colour around the place, reds and yellows, which is nice to see. But yes, definitely the larches were the star plant. Pleased about that.
Okay, operation get the leaves up. Take about an hour and a half. Let's see how we go.
And then we've got a new compost heap. You don't get much more exciting than a new compost heap. So that worked very well indeed. This is the front garden with the... and this is my old front garden with the Acer there. Then Cooper's Field, you can look up to the escarpment, and there's Mel up against, I think, a beech hedge. So the colours are great, including the hydrangea in a pot. Star plant of the month, that has to be the smoke plant, very, very good indeed. And star navvy of the month, well, I think that has to be Mel, who lugged around a huge amount of stone. Then on to Newport, and on the way back we went to Chepstow Castle. I think you can see that just about all the leaves have gone now, so it's very much a kind of winter scene. And here's a nice shot of Mel with 1 foot in England and 1 foot in Wales. So what do you do when the weather turns? There's nothing much else to do but eat and drink, and you can guess this is going to be a roast. Yes, Becca has finally cooked her famous roast chicken with her even more famous roast potatoes. That was marvellous. This is Mr. David Holmes over from New York. Known for a long time now. He's a very happy man, and especially happy when he gets to make his own ice cream sundaes with the gang, especially if you've been down the pub, down the Beehive before that for a couple of lovely pints of beer, which is exactly what we had done. So that was very nice to see. Here's somebody else it's nice to see. Ellie turned up to see her mummy. Had a good old chin wag there, as you can see, and Mel cooked. Guess what she cooked? Yes, roast chicken with roast potatoes. We love that meal. You can't get enough of it. So that was very good. This is Cirencester Church in the afternoon sun because I'd been to see Mum. Mel went to see Janet and Nigel, so that was very nice. Did get away from the weather though for a whole week because this boy here has got a permanent job teaching in Bristol. Well done, Matthew. So he took the opportunity to escape to Granada here, the Alhambra, and then Cordoba. This is my favourite, the cathedral in the mosque, and Seville, the Golden Tower. So we had a week away in the sunshine, father and son time, really good. Thomas and Millie, they had a week away in Egypt, really good. And Daniel's moustache is a magnificent thing of beauty. Then on to see Napoleon with Matthew.
Napoleon, Matthew, is it the new Oppenheimer or is it the new Gladiator?
Oh, I don't think it's either, unfortunately. I thought very good action scenes, very good war scenes, but too much to cram into 2.5 hours. So we'll have to wait for the extended cut to see the full thing.
He's very sage.
Oh yes, now what are we finishing off? We're finishing off the house because we started 3 years ago. Here's Guns outside the finished house.
So here we have a craftsman and his apprentice at work. And Guns, did you know this is the very, very last job? And I'm hoping to get building regulations signed off today.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
So Steve, what are you going to say for the last job?
Thank goodness for that.
Thank goodness for that.
So Steve put up a new wisteria arch, and we'll soon have Wisteria Way. Then Tom came round and finished off all the gas work, and Simon came round to look at the smoke alarm.
If I swung that round, it's going to be actually on the chamfer and it won't sit flat then.
So you're saying that's the safest place for it?
I think it's the safest place because it's highest point.
Right.
As soon as you go on the chamfer, we're lower down. So
Understood. Let's see what Victor says.
Victor was happy, and so is Mel, because we're finishing off the garden room now, getting some pictures framed, getting the blinds up. I like the blinds, you can kind of see through them, which I think is very good indeed. And got some plastic rugs, yes, for hard wearing. But all in all now, Christmas is coming, you can feel it. Mum spends most of her time asleep now, no more conversations. But you know what? She'll be 100, have 100 Christmases if she gets to December the 25th. So there you are, November 2023. I hope you can like and subscribe, and I hope to hear from you next month. Bye bye then. Bye bye.